I kind of wrote this stuff in a hurry tonight. I was going to write more. Can I have the sparkly thing removed, please?
Demanding already.
That's why I wear a hat.
I like head safety. I don't want to injure myself in the middle of my set. It might be spectacular, but...
Hurrah!
Thank you, sir. So as I was saying, before I was disrupted by the ugly, glowy, sparkly thing that hit me in the head.
You're not ugly.
I was going to write some stand-up tonight, but then Mass Effect 3 came out. And, you know, on the one hand there's jokes, on the other hand there's a galaxy that needs saving. So obviously the galaxy takes priority. I feel like I'm coming to the end of my third year of uni now. So yeah, oh thank you. I wish I could stay, but it's not legal. I thought I would impart some wisdom to those of you who may still be continuing on after me, having learned many things here at the University of Butlins. I recently had to do some group work for a presentation for a class. How many of you had to do group work? Okay, now let's have a show of hands. How many of you had a good experience doing group work? How many of you had a horrible experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are my people. You're supposed to learn several things, I think, from group work. Things like teamwork, cooperation, managing your time, delegating tasks. The only thing you actually really learn from group work is trust no one. You are guaranteed to always be the only person in your group who actually takes it seriously and does any of the work. Everyone else will fuck off and have noodles. Being students. I have had issues with shared housing as well during my time. Who's lived in shared housing?
Hey.
I love your enthusiasm! Yay! Buy more drinks! And you enjoy your shared housing?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so. Except for you. You abnormal freak.
No, well, I'm living with Craig. You don't get much better than that.
Fair point. I've learned some stuff living in shared housing, like how to deal with other people. Other people are clinically insane.
Yes.
That is a guarantee when you move into a new house. You're guaranteed to move in with people who are terrifyingly creepy.
Yeah.
People who will, for example, take your washing if you've left it on the draining board for more than 10 minutes and throw it in the garden.
You do?
This has happened to me. Or people who will just steal your milk when you live opposite a shop. Hate you. I lived in halls first, though. I take it most of you have lived in halls at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Who lived in Platinum Plus? No rich bastards here tonight. Let's go down a bit. Who lived in Gold?
Yes.
That's the average one, by the way. That's where most people live. Who lived in Bronze? I lived up the thing from you. I was in 32. Yeah, I lived in Bronze. Fuck it. Oh, with a Chinese girl who would have a shower at 3 AM every night. I went back at Christmas during the break to get some mail. She came out of her room and tried to hit me with a saucepan. She thought I was breaking in to steal the cheese. Of course, living in halls is kind of dangerous, particularly in Chandler, where things are likely to fall on you at any time. Or in my case, you go away for Easter, come back and your room is crawling with ants. I tell the university this, and there's a knock on my door, and I get to my door, there's no one there. I look down, and there's a can of Raid. So I think, University of Butlins, obviously. And what I do is I get my iPlayer, my iPod, and I play Flight of the Valkyries. And I get the Raid. And I just watch as they scurry away. Dun, 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 dun. I love the smell of melting insects in the morning. There's other things you kind of have to learn if you want to do well here, which, you know, why would you? Things like book management. Because you're guaranteed that the course you're doing will never have enough books, or possibly even the right books for the course you're doing. So you run to the library 2 months early to get these books, and then you keep them for the entirety of your course, so no one else can get them. That way you can actually do your assignments without spending £200 on a brand new set of books. Who here has had to spend far too much money on equipment for uni?
Ooh.
Everybody. They'll have us be paying the lecturers next. Which, in Stuart Curry's case, would consist of buying him beer and acid. So the hive is nearly finished.
Yay!
We like the hive, don't we?
Yay!
It's going to get all the bees coming around it.
I'm here for the joke, sir. Have you noticed the hive has started going brown? It's like an apple that's been left in the sun. It's great. Eventually, it'll look like all the buildings around it.
Hurrah.
Shit. I was recently ill. Very, very, very ill. Thank you for your fake pity. It buoys me up in times of hopelessness. Yeah, I had flu, you know, the dreaded man flu. I get sympathy from men. Men know what man flu is like, don't you? It's the worst thing ever. It's like being dead, except worse. Because you're still alive to feel the pain.
Eat fresh fruit.
What the fuck's fruit? Who are you? Strange truth-saying man. No, I was kind of delirious with flu, and I still managed to go to Sainsbury's, because I do the shopping. It's kind of a pathological obsession of mine. I will do the shopping. I've got to get some toothpaste. I'll do it. Trek off to Sainsbury's and buy. But because I was sick, I had an argument with the self-checkout machine. I mean, by the time I beeped everything through, and it was demanding money from me like an electronic mugger. Yeah, I'd fallen asleep on the thing. It's like, please select the method of payment. What? Yeah, money. Right. Fuck. And then it goes, because I was slightly foggy in the head, and it was like, unexpected item in dogging area. The what? The what? Ah, fuck. Oh no! Everything's going according to plan. That was, yeah, I always hate those things. They sound so bossy. It's like that one teacher you had at school who hated you. They're just like, do this, do that, do this, do that, do it quickly. I have a race to see if I can pack my stuff into my bags and get them off the thing before it tells me to. I have about 40 seconds. It's usually easy if there's just one or two things, but if I have a full load, it's like, fuck! I win. I spend quite a lot of money on shopping for some reason. I guess I like to eat and drink. Who doesn't? The thing is, I did spend quite a lot of money recently on things like cameras and iPads. Have you seen there's a new iPad coming out? Yeah, they announced it. There's a lot of enthusiasm here for it. I'm so glad I've got you guys as my crowd tonight. So supportive. Thing is, it's got all this, they're like, oh, it's got a higher resolution screen and it's got more buttons and shit. It's like, okay, I have an iPad 2, so the list of things an iPad 3 would need to do to make me want to buy it basically consists of dispense booze and blowjobs. Otherwise, I'm not seeing a point. It's also not the iPad 3, it's the new iPad, which is going to be confusing because the next one will be the newer iPad. And then we'll have the newest iPad, and then finally, Keith. So yeah, I've done. The thing is, I didn't actually finish writing my stand-up, so it finishes kind of on a flat note. I don't really have anything else. I'm just going to throw beer at someone now.
No.
He runs away because he knows who it's going to be. But yeah, I'm kind of done, so if Craig could come and take the microphone off me, that would be fantastic. Thank you all. Not the ball!